It's been a while that I've seen you this far.
It's not really him.
Nothing really personal, just everything that you've gone through recently.
Hey, Tank, what is happening?
What was the camp saying?
The online rivalry between Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. is intensifying with each passing day. Initially, many fans were disinterested, but you trust that boxers are smart enough to catch the eye of the fans and build anticipation for their fights. While the public didn't initially care about Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr., there's a deeper beef brewing between these two fighters. Not many people are aware that Tank has been bringing up another guy, adding fuel to the fire.
He's bringing up a guy that's at 130 pounds. Do you feel like the weight is going to have anything to do with this fight?
Nah, I don't think so at all. Obviously, Tank isn't the biggest 135-pounder ever.
Their rivalry has escalated into an interstate beef that they are carrying into the fight, creating yet another altercation between these two world champions. It's been just over a week since the fight was announced, and already the animosity between them is growing rapidly.
I told you, bro.
Tank, what's the beef with Eddie Hearn?
He got here late, bro. He got here late. He think he was lame. He think he was a tough guy.
The online rivalry between Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. has been growing increasingly intense, capturing the attention of boxing fans everywhere. With their fight scheduled for December, the heated exchanges and personal jabs have only added fuel to the fire. What started as a seemingly insignificant spat has transformed into an interstate beef, bringing a new level of animosity to the sport. The tension between Davis and Roach isn't just about their upcoming fight. It's an interstate beef that has spilled over into the boxing ring. Just over a week since the fight was announced, the animosity between these two fighters has grown rapidly. The intensity of their interactions has added an unexpected layer of excitement to a bout that many initially dismissed. The rivalry took a significant turn a week ago when the duo engaged in an online spat. Roach tried to troll the World Boxing Association, WBA, lightweight champion, suggesting that Davis needed to spar with heavier boxers before their December fight to gain an edge. Known for his sharp comebacks, responded that he would do his talking inside the ring. This exchange set the tone for a series of heated interactions that followed. Things were quiet for a week until Roach decided to pull Davis's leg again ahead of an NFL match between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Commanders. The spat began when a Ravens fan made a comment about the Washington Commanders in the context of a fight against Lamont Roach. The tweet read, "We are whipping DC bum for the rest of the year. Ravens today, Tank in December." Roach, hailing from Washington, D.C., did not take kindly to the comment and shot back, "This stuff is different over here." As expected, Davis saw the response and jumped right in. The WBA lightweight champion retorted, "Yeah, you asking for it." Roach was stunned by the reply and could only muster a weak response. Adding to Roach's woes, the Baltimore Ravens defeated the Washington Commanders 30-23 in their Week 6 matchup, extending their winning streak to 4 games. The Ravens' strong performance, led by Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, further solidified their status as contenders in the AFC, making Roach's taunt backfire spectacularly. Despite initial fan disinterest, the recent online spats between Davis and Roach have gradually increased anticipation for their fight. With tensions rising and a solid undercard shaping up, this fight is becoming a must-watch event. Roach has promised to give Davis a run for his money, but this isn't the first time they've exchanged heated words. When the fight was officially announced last month, fans were not thrilled. However, the escalating rivalry and public exchanges have added a layer of drama that's hard to ignore. Baltimore's Tank Davis, ranked number 8 pound for pound by ESPN, has earned the privilege from the WBA to handpick opponents from the super featherweight division to defend his lightweight title. This has led many boxing fans to believe that Davis is selecting weaker opponents to secure easy wins and preserve his perfect record. Lamont Roach, however, is on a 6-fight winning streak since his only career loss, a decision defeat to Jamel Herring. Notably, Roach narrowly defeated Hector Garcia by split decision last November to claim a world title. He could prove to be a formidable opponent, and not one Davis can easily walk over. Roach took to social media to tell Davis that he's not like the usual fighters Davis is accustomed to. Davis responded, advising Roach not to talk so much, hinting that it could be detrimental. While Roach has shown noticeable improvement, many still find it hard to imagine him posing a serious threat to Davis. In his last fight, Davis dominated Frank Martin, using his speed and power to overwhelm him before delivering a devastating knockout. As anticipation builds for the December showdown, the pressure is on for both fighters. Davis, known for his explosive power and undefeated record, aims to extend his dominance in the lightweight division. Roach, on the other hand, is determined to prove himself and capitalize on this career-defining opportunity. However, the matchup has not been without controversy. Fans were buzzing about the possibility of a 2024 showdown between Davis and Vasyl Lomachenko. A December title unification fight between these two stars seemed within reach and promised to be one of the year's most anticipated events. Unfortunately, negotiations fell apart when Lomachenko decided to take the remainder of the year off. This collapse is seen by some as part of a larger pattern, where potential blockbuster fights never progress beyond initial social media hype. Speculation has swirled around Davis, with critics accusing him of avoiding top-tier opponents. Others argue that promoters might be to blame for these fights falling through, adding to the controversy. When Davis's next fight was announced, fans weren't pleased. On December 14th, Davis will face WBA super featherweight champion Lamont Roach Jr., who is moving up to the lightweight division to challenge him. The announcement sparked backlash, with fans calling it another underwhelming matchup. In the midst of the criticism, former Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerb stepped in to defend Davis. The online debate started after a fan shared a video featuring Lomachenko and his promoter Bob Arum discussing Davis. The fan questioned how Floyd Mayweather, with similar management, secured high-profile fights while Davis seems to be facing lesser-known opponents. As the fight date approaches, both Davis and Roach have a lot to prove. For Davis, it's about maintaining his undefeated record and silencing critics who question his choice of opponents. For Roach, it's an opportunity to step out of the shadows and make a name for himself on a larger stage. The rivalry between these two fighters has brought a new level of excitement to the sport. What started as a series of online spats has turned into a full-blown feud, with both men determined to prove their worth in the ring. As December draws near, fans can expect the tension to continue building, making the upcoming fight one of the most talked-about events in recent boxing history. In conclusion, while the initial announcement of the Davis vs. Roach fight was met with disappointment, the growing rivalry and public exchanges have transformed it into a highly anticipated event. Both fighters have their reputations on the line, and their December showdown promises to be a memorable clash that could define their careers. The road to the fight will be filled with drama, tension, and excitement, making it a must-watch for boxing fans around the world.